Hello there, World of Tankers. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully all of you are doing well out there. I'm, of course, your host, Blitz, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Tier 7 heavy tank, the Predator UM in World of Tanks Blitz. Now, this is an extremely strong Tier 7 heavy tank, and after the recent buff in Update 7.5, this is now one of the most overpowered tanks tier for tier in the game, in my personal opinion. Now, not only did it get a frontal armor buff of about 20 millimeters thick, that's a big change. It went from about 170 millimeters on the upper plate to 190. That is very strong. The sides went from 55 to 75, and again, that means that you can angle it using your gun depression now. You're new and improved at 6 degrees over the 5 it did have before, and really, it's going to be a super strong vehicle. So the Predator, which used to be very weak on easily able to penetrate, now is a menace against Tier 7, especially Tier 6 tanks, and even against Tier 8, it still gets out that damage quite a bit. So the gun is really what's always made this tank, in my personal opinion, extremely strong. It has a clip that deals 180 damage with 1 shell, and 3 shells, of course, that's about, what, 530? Very, very nice. Actually, 540 damage in a clip, which is very nice. That means that you're able to rip into the enemy opponents, and it's in 3 seconds, because it only takes 1.5 seconds between each shell's interclip. So really, 3 seconds, you've dealt 540 damage, and then you just back up. That's it. And it's got good dispersion at 0.326, good aiming time at 3.7, and an amazing clip reload of only 10 seconds, giving it a stupid DPM of 2400. The Predator is just ridiculous on how quick and how deadly the gun is. I remember when this tank first came out, Bushka was saying that the gun was overpowered, and while I definitely agreed with him, my biggest issue was the gun depression and the armor. It has absolutely no armor, and when you give a tank no armor and no gun depression, it can't work any ridgelines, and as well, it's got no armor. So it's just this big box that gets penned by everything. But now, well, most Tier 7s are actually going to struggle immensely to penetrate the armor. I will say, against Tier 8s, it still seems like the same vehicle. I've played it for about 5 or 6 games or so, and while it is, in my opinion, overpowered now beyond belief, it definitely struggles on, holding certain ridgelines and doing other things against Tier 8s because they just out-trade you. So Tier 8s, it's not necessarily the strongest, but up against Tier 7s, oh, you can bet that it just rips them to shreds. So we got the SU-100 up top, who I would love to be able to penetrate. There's a bounce, there's 1 pen, and let's aim in once more. There's 2 pens. That was 352 hit points taken off of him. And there you go. That was already, like, you can see that it didn't even seem like we took that much off of him. But, yeah, that was half of his health already gone. And once again, we can just keep pushing up here, seeing if we can continue to get out that damage. So we got the Ag Panther. There's 1. Can't really pen him other than the lower plate. There's 2. As I will say, the pen struggles on this vehicle big time. It is one of the biggest weaknesses of this tank is the penetration. And, yeah, you really don't want to have weak pen on a vehicle like this because, of course, it struggles immensely to get through enemy profiles like that. Yeah, I really can't touch him at all. But we got, like, the SU-100 here, and there's 1 pen into him. There's 2. And are we going to be able to get the 3rd out? No, we are not. But still, that was 2 penetrations bringing him down again, a lot less on the HP. Now, if we were not sitting at 6 degrees of gun depression, we would not have been able to work this gun depression before, but now we are definitely able to work it. There goes that guy, and if that shell hits, now I was about to say, if that hits, that would have been crazy. We did get penned in the cupola, of course, by the enemy tank, and there's not much, of course, I can do about that. I'm not really going to try and fight the Ag Panther, judging that I can't pen him hull down. I will say the biggest weakness with this vehicle is hull down abilities for enemy tanks. I can't penetrate them because it's very weak on the penetration, but at the same time, it's got very, very strong values going for it in general, and let's see if we can start penetrating the Ag Panther here. There's 1 shell in, and let's get 1 more. We were lit on fire, which I just realized now. Big no-no for me, but let's back up here, see if we can back up in time. There you go, nice reverse speed. And we got as well the ARL pushing very aggressive. Let's load the premium, and there's 1, there's 2, and let's get that 3rd shell in. So that was 475 hit points whipped right off that ARL, and again, we can side scrape this quite easily. 5 more seconds, we'll get our clip out, and well, yeah, you can see what starts to make this vehicle so strong in any position. Now, we did get hit for 160 there, which means I'm going to start backing up. Yeah, that's not what I want. That is a black print sitting at the back. So let's see if we can get 1 shell into the black prints. Well, nope, looks like we're hitting our teammate instead. Not great. Hopefully our AT-8 does a decent job shooting him here, but looks like I'm going to have to support him to the best of my abilities. And reload. There you go. finishing off you. We got the E25 in the base capture as well, so let's aim in. There's one nice shot into the E25. There's two, so that was, again, 400 hit points whipped right off of that vehicle, and now we just back up. So, again, you can see how strong this vehicle is. Like, that clip is crazy how much damage it's able to expel in such a quick amount of time. Now, we got the Peter pulling out, and there's one nice shell into the Peter. I don't know if we're going to be able to get any more out, but as well, we are in a quite a deadly position here. There's not much I think I'm going to be able to do, actually, to win this game, just because of the position my team is put in. So, let's see. We got one shell maybe going into that Peter. There you go. 185 hit points taken off him there, and yeah, this is not really a winnable scenario, to be fair, but as you can see, we've already done a very strong amount of damage this game, and that's, of course, something very respectable is the amount of damage we've pulled out. So, let's see. We've gotten one shell into you. Let's see if we can get any more, and boop, there's another nice shot. Let's angle it to the best of my abilities. There you go. Nice angling done. Come on, keep angling it. I believe, yes, the armor is working. Believe it or not, this thing's armor does work. So there's one shell, there's two shells, and let's get that third one in. So again, we didn't really carry this team. I tried my best, and while the team really fell apart, they wanted to lose this game. They tried their best. We still were able to pull out 3,558 damage in that amount of time, which is crazy. Like, you can see two of my teammates doing 24 damage combined. My Jagdpanzer, really, the team did awful. And the fact that we were able to bring it even close to a victory is quite impressive, as you can see how strong the Predator is. And we're going to try one more game, of course, in it, see if we can keep up that good old battle here. So, as I saw, or as you saw at least, the tank's gun is crazy, the amount of damage it gets out so quickly. We were able to get out 3 shells into that Black Prince by the time he was able to reload one shell into us. And actually, if you think about it, you out-reload every tank in Tier 7 with how quick your reload is, because an E25 and the Black Prince, I think, are a 3.1 second reload, and that means that this tank, which takes 3 seconds to get all 3 shells out, will out-clip all of those vehicles. So again, yeah, deadly, very, very deadly. You can actually wait for a tank like that to shoot all 3 shells in, and back up. So, what do we have on the enemy team? We got the Annihilator, the Dracula, SU-152. Ooh, those are some deadly Tier 7s. In fact, very deadly. As well as the Tiger, too. Man, their whole team is quite stacked. So, hopefully my Black Prince, my 25 know what they're doing. I'm praying that's not the same Bulldog from the last game, but we're going to see how we do here. I'm not super worried again, because as you saw last game, the gun on this tank just slaps out that damage like crazy. So, here we go, pushing in the position. We've got the Dracula spotted, but as well, we got the ARL over here. We got the Tiger. The main one I'm worried about, of course, is the Annihilator. That guy's able to chop a big chunk of my HP off in such a quick succession of time. But here we go. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Oh, we got the ARL. So there's, ooh, broken his track, but not penning. I really don't even know how that's possible, but here we go. There's 2 pens into the Annihilator, and he only got 1 into us. So in a term, we are definitely beating him so far in the trading. So let's reload our clip here. And of course, because we got such a quick clip reload, we're able to get 1 more shell into him. Come on. I believe there's 295, and there you go. 446 taken off of that Annihilator again in such a quick amount of time. And before, you wouldn't have had the gun depression to really shoot him, but now, well, now you got that gun depression to be able to work all of those ridge lines. So there's 1 shell into you, there's 2, and let's see if we can get that third out. Yep, there you go, another 500 hit points. Like, you can really see that the gun on this tank is ridiculous. It just keeps getting out damage, and it doesn't stop. So we're gonna again aim in on this Annihilator's turret here. There you go, finishing off the Annihilator, getting a shell into you, and as well maybe getting a shell into the Jackson. There you go. So that was 3 different shells, and we're already sitting at 1,700 damage this game. Maybe we can get some shells into the Tiger. If we can, of course, that'd be very, very nice. So let's pull out here, see if we can finish off the Tiger with a nice little clip. So there's 1 and 2, finishing him off. We also got like the ARL. Let's start reloading our clip once again. But while we didn't do the most damage this game, you definitely saw that. Oh mama, did we get that clip out quickly, and it really just smashed this poor guy into pieces. So there's 1 shell in. Let's see if we can get any more. There's 2, and before he's able to turn, yes, there you go, 385 taken off of that guy, the ARL, and well, I'm not sure where the SU-152 to be honestly where he is, but maybe he's AFK. Maybe that's just a nice little slurp of damage we're able to get out here. Come on. Oh, where is he? Come on. Actually, no clue where he's at. Huh, that's kind of weird. We're detected, so, oh, there he is. Let's aim in on him, and there's 1 Here's 2, and let's get that third one out. There you go. So again, 538 hit points. So that was 2,909 damage pulled out. So, as you can see, the Predator, in my opinion, is now one of the most overpowered tier 7s in Blitz. The armor makes it look ridiculous. The gun is stupid already, and it earns good credit. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, and you want to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. But other than that, hopefully all of you are doing well out there. Stay happy, stay healthy, and be seeing you around in the next one.